To Mikey Saint. Thanks, Rick, for including my comment. I appreciate that. And that brings up another thing about these big channels that somehow need vast quantities of other people's money to make simplistic, talking blandly about stuff content. They invariably get to the point where they don't even acknowledge people who make comments. If you get 1,000 comments, you obviously can't reply to them all, but many of these entitled, work-shy scroungers seem to think even replying to a couple is beneath them. As for getting mentioned in a video, forget about it unless you've sent them vast sums of cash or a limited edition console. The ignoring of comments thing alone is why I seek out smaller, more personal channels, never mind the stealthy and not so stealthy begging for free money and products. Metal Jesus is far from alone in this, but exactly how hard is it to stand in front of a camera for a half an hour and then edit it down to 10 minutes? Do you really need thousands of dollars a month to do that while hoarding games you couldn't play in 10 lifetimes? Again, you talk about, games you couldn't play in 10 lifetimes. Again, time. Time is the limiter here. If we were all immortal, Mikey, then I could see maybe having these huge collections, but time is the limiter. When you talk about, personal channels, smaller channels with the personal touch, there are reasons, Mikey, where I kind of don't want to become a huge channel. A lot of you, hold on before you say, well, isn't it everyone's goal to get bigger on YouTube? To a point, I don't want to get past a certain point. Okay. Now, of course, you get past a certain point, you get to celebrate it and have your bragging rights. Ooh, I've got so many subscribers, whatever. But I stop to think about it, and the more and more people that come to the channel, the more subscribers I get. Again, going back to Michelle's comment, the less time I have to talk to people on here, and I enjoy talking to people in the comment section a lot. And you say it's the point where they think it's beneath them. I don't think it's as much that as, well, they might think it's beneath them, once they get to a certain level on YouTube and they get like a big head about it. Some of them might feel it's beneath them to reply to people, but I think at that point they're like, we're past this. We don't have to care about the people that come by in the comment section anymore. That's why I tend to focus a lot on comments, because that's what I see at that point when a channel, embraces the dark side. Now, and you can definitely link the lack of replying to comments to the rise of something like Patreon. Patreon, if anything, enables this. That's why I hate Patreon. That's one reason I hate Patreon. Because think about it. If it weren't for Patreon, Patreon is a way of putting up a paywall between things like comments and the creators. At one point we might see a channel that maybe not just cherry picks. They might shut down their entire comment sections and say, well, you know what? I'll have a specific video I upload and it'll just feature comments from Patreon supporters. Don't laugh. That might actually come one day. And somebody told me the other day that, I don't know about the whole YouTube Premium and all the networks and everything, but what's this thing with badges? Like you get special badges. Like I'll go ahead and even mention it. I might touch on it later. Actually, no, I'm going to save that one. That might be like a little bit of a separate rant. I'm not sure though. But this badge thing, that's pretty disgusting. And the membership to YouTube, it's one thing to see Patreon, but actually YouTube and its whole, membership thing, it popped up on my thing and it asked me like, increase your money, have members join your channel. I'm like, join? Like what? Like Netflix? Like you join something? Like a club? Like a pay club? So that's pretty freaking disgusting. It's sad to see YouTube go down that route too, enabling the live streaming and donations also. So yeah, it's very, very depressing. But what's not depressing is people like you to come by and leave me great comments, Mikey Sank.